don't really know what to say, Gary. I mean, that's absolutely heartbreaking there at the end. I thought we were coming away with 3 points there, but
I think we all did. It was gutting, but to be fair, Crusaders threw a lot of big men on the end. Laggy, Abbey, they brought the young striker on, big lad, pushed Jordan Forsyth on as well. A lot of big bodies coming into the box and throwing a lot of long balls in the box, and it was constant that in the second half. And to be fair to our boys, we did defend rightly for the majority of it. But it was just gutting because they've worked so hard. I think we did do a little bit, and it's probably down to lack of confidence and not getting results recently. I think we sat too deep. When we scored the second goal, we started sitting in deep, and that's maybe the lads trying to protect it to win the game. And sometimes that can cause you more bother, especially when they've got such a big players come onto the pitch. But as I said at the start of the game, I'm sure people looked at it and went, after all, it's a decent result for us, but it feels like a defeat there whenever
it feels probably one of 2 points dropped.
Yeah, it did after obviously the goal late in the game, but I have to pay credit to the boys today. First half they dug in. Crusaders started the game really, really brightly, and you could tell they're full of confidence coming off the back of a good run, and you could see we were coming off the back of another run. But Rory gave the boys belief. He made a couple of good saves, and that spread through the team then. And then I thought towards the end of the first half we come in did a bit, and then I thought second half we were excellent. We come out and we were really good. Scored a good goal from Fitzy, and then unfortunately conceded. And then again scored another cracking goal, a good bit of football for the second goal. Great finish from young Jamie Dorn, who was excellent again tonight, as was Fitzy. But all the boys were excellent tonight, and I just think even we Jordan Stewart, the lift he's give us, he's got that bit of quality in the ball. He'll take the ball in areas, and he's not afraid to take balls in tight areas and play, and his decision making is excellent, and you can see why he's played at Linfield Football Club for so long and why he's been across the water, because he doesn't crumble under pressure, and he takes control of the situation, and he can play anywhere, to be fair, as well. And I think it's helped the lads, and it will help the lads going forward as well, to have somebody like him about the place. You can trust him with the ball, and you can play him the ball, and he's got the confidence and the belief in his own ability to make things happen, and and I thought that's rubbed off on a lot of boys tonight there. And I thought Snods and Jamie Dorn, excellent centre midfield. Fitzy was excellent in there. Skinner led the line unbelievable in the second half. Young AP come on, done super in the wing, and Saka in our back four, up until that last phase there, defended really, really well, and Rory was excellent, coming for crosses, making saves, So all in all, players, majority of them all of them done their jobs tonight in the team, and that's all we can ask for. And we need more of that Saturday if we're going to get a result on Saturday, because it's a derby game, and as we've seen recently, Portadown got a good result there on Saturday away to Ballymena, so they've brought in a lot of new faces, and you know what happens with that. They get a lift in performances, and as I say, we need to be ready for this as a derby match on Saturday, and we need to be up for it, and we need to perform like we did tonight.
You mentioned the role that Jamie Dorn played. I thought he was outstanding, and he slipped into the role of midfielder very well in the last couple of games against senior sides, really good sides.
Yeah, of course. And listen, what everybody doesn't understand about the start of the season, in pre-season, Jamie and Isaac played down at St Pat's, and I think a few of you might have been down at it, and they were excellent against the top St Pat's side. And to be honest, until Jamie got the injury, he was probably starting the first match of the season, and then he got injured, and then it's just been one of them situations, and it's been hard for him to break through, because as there's experienced players like Snods and Ribs, and obviously Mick O'Connor, and you've got good players there, and obviously Isaac had started the season and was on fire as well. So, it was hard then for him to get into the team, but I told him to bide his time, because we know what a player he is, and we have belief in him and faith in him, and told him to bide his time, and probably for him, over the last few weeks with the injuries that we've had and suspensions and different things, it's created an opportunity for him, and he's taken it. And as I've always been since I've come to the club, people come into the team and they play well, they take their opportunity. He started that down at Carrick, and we started him last week against obviously Larne. It was super, and again we've brought him in today again, and he's been excellent and got a goal, which is performance to serve.
Do you think there was possibly a handball in the build-up the second goal?
Yeah, well, when I come in there after the game, all the lads that were injured were sitting up in the office, and they said it was a plain handball, and that clear cut. And at the time we didn't really get a good vision of it, but I know the players in there were disappointed it wasn't given, and not, obviously after seeing the replay there, it certainly was. And again, it's when your luck's down and these things go against you, and there's another one's went against us tonight.
There was a couple of knocks picked up there during the game. Peter went off. Who went down there at the start? There was
Danny
went down at the start
Yeah.
of the game, and I think then Owen Bradley was rocking the Terry Butcher look there towards the end. How are the boys all doing?
Yeah, they're all right. I think Owens was just a bit of a nick in the head, and obviously Danny's, well, it could potentially be a broken nose, I don't know, but he's okay. Danny's tough boy, so he gets on with things like that. Peter was precautionary. We're hoping. He said that he felt that if he had done another sprint, it might have went on him. So we're hoping that he's caught it in time. We'll know better tomorrow and Thursday, and hopefully that it won't affect him for the game Saturday. But again, we'll have to leave it for a couple of days just to see what way he reacts.
You mentioned Saturday. I mean, obviously the last few weeks have been difficult for us. Is this a good time to be playing the team bottom of the league, or is this going to be a standard tricky derby match?
It's a derby match no matter where they are in the league or where you are in the league, and I keep going back to it all the time. Whenever I first took over Glenavon, we were down at the bottom of the league all the time, and we Portadown were up at the top three, and we got results against them. So it doesn't matter where you are in the league when it comes to derby matches. We're down at the bottom of the league, went away to Ballymena on Saturday and got a point. I don't know what the Carrick score finished tonight, but Carrick were beating Ballymena at one stage tonight as well. I don't know what way it finished, but there's no easy games in this league, and people have to realise that. And there's no such thing as going out and it's a walk in the park and you get a result. It doesn't happen, and especially people talk about teams bottom of the league. Portadown's our rivals, so no matter when they play us, they're going to be up for it, as should we be up for it against them, and that's the way football should be. But you'll see it in England, you'll see it in Scotland. In derby matches, it doesn't matter where you're sitting in your league position at that minute in time. It counts for nothing. It's who turns up on the day and who shows up and who wants it more and who plays the occasion better and handles the pressure better.